How y'all doing? My name is Zach. I know the guys have mentioned me a few times. I grew up with Justin and John. I'm here to try out the BCB Fire Dragon stove. Now, I like going against the grain. It's kind of one of the things I do best. Everyone talks about S-bit. That means I don't want it. So I want to try the English variant. Now, I do love my little Brits when I am deployed. They have some very good things to say. I was prior military, so they're fun guys. But I wanted to try something different than your normal S-bit cube with your normal S-bit stove. I knew there's some downsides. I want to try something else that had some upsides or just that was different. So this is the BCB Fire Dragon stove. I read a lot of things from the Royal Marines. They loved it. And one of the coolest features that makes them different than the S-bit is this little windscreen right here. So when you put it together, you just open this little baby up. It literally has the word OUT, out, army proof. You're able to put that little sucker on the outside, close this baby back up. Now you got three sides just available away from the wind. Now what's cool, instead of the S-bit cubes, where I hear a lot of people say, and I would be inclined to agree, that it smells like crappy shrimp, like they weren't fresh in Maryland or Ocean City, Maryland. No, it just smells like just rotten shrimp. They have these little gel cubes. Ooh. They kind of pop out just like that. So these little things are what your fuel is going to be. And we're just going to go ahead and test this along with John's, he did a test on his Tom Shoe wood stove. Yeah, so I'm going to do 12 ounces just like him. And we're going to see how well it lights here and everything. I'll flip this baby around. Now I do have a windscreen for when I do need it. Currently right now, surrounded by a bunch of trees and everything. There's some smoke between me and you. The wind's not too bad, you can hardly feel it. So we're gonna go ahead and not use the windscreen for now. However, this foldable windscreen is fantastic. It's the same size as the BCB, fits nice in a little tiny Ziploc. You'll be good to go when you use it. So we'll light this stuff. I have lit this with a flint before. It only took one catch. You'll see right here. Boom, it's already done. Now we are lit. You can't see that blue flame, but boy, it is hot. And that's what they pride themselves on. They say this Fire Dragon burns fastest, hottest, etc. So while that just started, we're going to go ahead and we'll put a time in the video to let you know how long this is on. But we're going to throw this pot, this little Toaks titanium pot, 12 ounces, can't beat it. Put a lid on, we'll throw it on here and we'll tell you how long it takes to boil. I'm really kind of curious because I haven't done it yet. So we'll be back at it with you. Now as you can see, you can kind of look at it. It's almost like that gel kind of liquefied and it's just like a molten product at this point. We do have some orange flames, which tells me there's some heat dissipating. However, that's I'll tell you right now, it's hot as hell. It's doing a pretty good job. We're about a minute and a half in at this current moment in time. I don't anticipate too much longer. I'd say we'll be under 5, maybe 6 minutes to get this pot boiling. But it's certainly something to see there. It's very unique, for sure. Now, one thing I do want to add, though, I have not had any success putting out the Fire Dragon fuel, blowing it out. I know you can do that with S-bit cubes and reuse them, so that might be something to consider. Now, I did just get finally in from the UK. All this stuff has to ship from the UK and it takes forever. But I did get the gel fire lighter. Yeah, gel fire lighter, which is, to my knowledge, the same thing as these capsules right here that I'm using right now, these solid fuels. And I'm wondering if I could save on these, because they're fairly expensive, by using half as much gel to boil the same amount of water. All right, so here we are hitting about 5 minutes and 25 seconds. If you want to bring the camera over here, John, I'll take a peeky little poo inside of the lid here. We'll see if we have bubbles and no troubles. Take a quick little look. We're starting to get a boil right there. Just go ahead and leave that on there. It's not your rapid boil that you want for a backpacker's meal or anything like that. Or even if it was stagnant water where you want to boil it to cleanse it. I wouldn't quite do it quite yet. Alright guys, we are under 10 minutes, just under 10 minutes. And I know she is rapidly boiling. We see bubbles, no troubles. This would be safe to cool off and drink, or put in your backpacker's meal. Like I said, just under 10 minutes, not too shabby. I'm gonna go ahead and remove my pot. And by the way, these Toaks pots are fantastic. They hardly weigh an ounce or something like that. I'm not really that scientific. Like I said, I was military, ain't the brightest. And but these are great. Like, these are great little light backpacking needs. But we're gonna go ahead and take a look, see how long this, I think it's 29 grams of fire dragon is what they say. 27 grams. So I have to put that in normal people talk here pretty soon. We'll go ahead and put that in the description. I don't know how many ounces that is. And we'll see how long this burns. Again, it's burning pretty damn good. And it's hot. It's definitely hot. So we'll let you know. I got the timer going still, so we'll come back. So one thing I just learned about this pot. The guys were giving me crap. I was blowing on my hot water. They're like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, blowing off my hot water." They're like, "What's it taste like?" I'm like, "Tealess hot water." And while I was doing that, I noticed the ergonomics of this pot. Never noticed it. It happened naturally. What I'm going to show you is, it's got a perfect room. That's hot, by the way. 2 fingers and this little indent right here. I know what that's for now. Easily, simply, without even thinking about it, keeps your pot nice and upright for you to drink your tealess hot water. Oh. Alright, took me a few seconds to recuperate after that one. That's pretty hot. The fire just went out. We are just under 14 minutes. So one of those basically will guarantee you 12 ounces, I would say up to 16 ounces of rapidly boiling water. So not too shabby. I'm pretty satisfied with this stove. Again, that's pretty hot still too. The only thing I do see here is there is this like a gel-like hard residue that is left over, but it appears that it just kind of cleans itself up right here. Now, more than likely I just leave this in here for storage, and I'll show you what I mean, because this could probably continue to be burnt, which we just proved in the fire there. But what's nice about the compact and the packability of these stoves is, again, here's a pack of 6, and I can take 3 of these suckers. Place one where it's supposed to go, now it's cooled off. 2 on the sides. Place my army-proof windscreen out there. Close her all up, nice and compact. She's ready to go for another trip. So that's nice. There's no residue on the bottom. It cooled off really fairly quick. Less than a minute, easily. And definitely cool enough to the touch now. So very satisfied with this. I think it's a great alternative to the S-Bit. Again, I like the windscreen, where the S-Bit does not have that. And I do like how the platform exists. So it's a very stable, stable stove. And I think it's a great alternative.